Okay, a bit of a transformation day today. We've got the Kia Carnival we're going to be doing some window tinting on, and we're going to be taking these two Porsche Cayennes. As you know, I've done a few projects and I bought too many and it was just getting out of hand, a bit overwhelming to be honest. So I'm getting both of these Porsche Cayennes picked up today and they're going to go to the auctions, and we'll clear out some room here to work on the Turo business, work on the car rentals, and start doing some projects that I really enjoy. Not be so overwhelmed with 4 or 5 different project cars. If I just have the one, can focus on that and can film that process and learn that process. I think what's happened is I've had 4 or 5, 6 project cars, too many. I've ended up doing absolutely nothing because the volume of work that's required to get that done is just too much. You end up doing nothing. But this is my warehouse. We operate the car rental business, the Turo business out of here. We do window tinting and we do car detailing as well. This job here, this is a job that's getting picked up today. It was a pre-sale detail. Water spot removal, come up really nice. So other cars we have here at the moment, the Hyundai Accent goes out Thursday. This one's Thursday, this one is today, and the Mustang hasn't got any bookings at the moment. It's been a bit hit and miss, the Mustang. For some reason, I'm not sure why. When we first listed the Mustang, it was out all the time. Lately, it's just not been going out at all. I'm debating whether I keep it or not, to be honest. I did start running Facebook ads again locally for that. So we'll see if we can get some bookings off that. If not, we may be selling the Mustang. First thing we have to do today, get the workshop open, get these 2 cars out of here, clear some room for these Porsche Cayennes to get out, and get them outside, get them ready for the tow truck so you can just roll on in and get them out of here. This is the Kia Cerato. So this one rents out for $69 per day. It's got 113,000 on the clock. Service due at 123, so got a bit of time left. This one rents really well, easy to drive, cheap on fuel. We're getting there. So this is the other one to move. We have to move this Mitsubishi Outlander. This is one of the newer cars I have. The Outlanders do really well because they're a 7-seater, and this one's near brand new, so presents really well. Got 69,588, service due at 78,000, so plenty of time left, but super easy to drive. I love driving this car. And having the 7 seats makes it very versatile for hiring as well. All these cars are cleaned, ready to go. Always keep them clean, just in case someone wants to book it same day. They can just jump in and go. There's nothing worse than not having the car cleaned. Someone wants to book and you have to scramble to get it done. Or you have other jobs to do and you just can't get there. So you never want to miss that booking. Always have the cars ready to go. Now the Porsche Cayenne always has a flat battery. I made sure I charged this yesterday. Let's get it on and get this thing out of the way. The buggy going this year, so the kids are happy. Well, now I've got to squeeze over. I wonder if I could just push it back. Pretty sure it's in neutral. Oh, don't you roll back on me, mate. Just need to get one rotation on those wheels. Keys are in the car, so we should have some action. This is the state of the Cayenne. Oh. I am going to miss the sound of that. This has been a fun car to drive, I must say, but it's a new year, time to make some adjustments. So this was a piece of the aircon I was going to install. It's 171,000 Ks. Needed the head unit out of the old one. This is parts of the door I was pulling apart, but it's just time to go. The other reason for the Porsche Cayennes was I was going to turn it into an off-road machine, but since selling the workshop, I don't have a hoist, I don't have the capabilities, I can't order parts at cost price, I have to pay full whack retail, and then ordering parts from Eurowise for a Porsche Cayenne from the UK is probably looking at about 10 grand to make it into it, and for a car that's in that poor condition, investing another 10, 15,000 wasn't going to be the best option when I could just put that I could get a newer Porsche Cayenne and then put it into that and actually have a usable car, where this one's going to have problem after problem. So dump these 2, clear out some room, get some focus back, clear the head a little bit, focus on another project car. one that's in better condition that it's going to take a rebuild. I like the Porsche, like the Nissan Pulsar. I'm really enjoying rebuilding that Nissan Pulsar from a crash damage. That's been good fun. I'd like to do more of that. So, all right, on to the next one. This one doesn't run, so it's going to require a push. I'm thinking if I just push it to the back of the shed, to the front of the shed, the towee might help me pull it out. But I don't know. Let's see if I can move it. I ripped the door off because I was going to put the door on the other one, but which is the only reason I bought this one. All right. All right, I've got some type of power. Oh, there we go. Should be enough to... All right. The other problem I have is this. That thing is flat. And this one is super flat. I think the only way this is going to be moved is a few more than one person. So I'll wait till a few other boys get in and see if they can give me a hand to get it out. And spider webs everywhere. And now we're just waiting for customer to pick up the detail, and then I'll bring this one out because it gets picked up very shortly. I've got the car sitting there ready to go. And then we're just waiting on the tow truck to move these two Porsches and get them out of here. And then I will rejig that side of the workshop and get organized for this year. The tow truck has just called, he's on the way. Cars were there, now they're out. So just pump the tire up on that one quickly just so I could push it out. Blue one's ready to go. Black one, also ready to go. Just waiting on the towee. All right, tow truck is on the way. Have to meet him at the front. It's one out, just the black one to go. Should be back in the next 10, 15 minutes and we'll get this out of here and close this Porsche Cayenne chapter. And just like that, the Porsche Cayennes are both gone. I must say it's opened up a stack of room. We'll be able to fit our window tinting and windscreen division over in this side now, move it away from the other side, which is the detail side, and then we can stack cars up because we stack cars and wash cars here. In the meantime, I had another booking today. I just had to refuel that one and get it out of here. Just doing a window chip, a chip on the windscreen on this one. Whoop. If you can see that, get that repaired. So we're going to move our window tinting and windscreen division over to the other side, which will free up this whole section then, just so we can focus on doing detailing on this side. And that's pretty much our day. That's pretty much the day done. It's 12:30. I've got another customer to bring a car back and we drop him to the airport. He's a regular customer of mine. He's been coming to us for 3 years now. And we pick him up and drop him off to the airport just to make his day a bit easier. Doesn't have to worry about it. Because we're not that far from the airport, we're only 4 minutes from the airport, which is super handy. Then I'll spend the afternoon, I'll get that car cleaned, ready for tomorrow because it goes out tomorrow. And then I'll spend the afternoon doing some marketing and edit this video and get back to it tomorrow. After the Christmas break, I took a month off, spent some time with the family. And I must say, coming back to looking at new businesses and looking at ideas and trying to put myself in a position to be able to acquire a business or create a new business, I'm feeling very unfulfilled. And it's so true that, if you're not moving forward, if you're not growing, if you're not continuing to push, it's so easy to fall back and have that feeling of emptiness. So I truly understand now what people feel like when they are a little bit lost. And for me, I just figured that I just need to start, because the last few days I've definitely felt a bit off. And number one, you have to recognize that you feel off. That's a start. And then I figured I just need to start by wins. And by wins, I mean small wins. Make my bed, do my beard, clean the house, organize the shed, clear out some stuff. Just get 1, 2, 3 little wins every single day so that I feel like I've accomplished. Because if you're not accomplishing something, you're 100% going backwards. And that's that feeling you get when a feeling of emptiness, which is what I've felt the last 3-4 days. If you're also having that feeling, let this be a reminder that you just need to stack the wins. They can be small wins, big wins. Anything that is in your mind is a win. Read your kids a book before they go to bed. That's a win. Make the bed, that's a win. Tidy your shoes, that's a win. Clean the fridge, that's a win. Could be anything. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm going to create some non-negotiable habits and get some wins. Just so I have that feeling of satisfaction for when I go home. I get to feel
satisfied, I've accomplished, I've ticked the box. Once you get in the habit of getting wins and winning the day, the universe will reward you with opportunities that present to you in a way. I just think that's the way it works. I do believe that if you put the right energy into the universe will pay you back some way. So if there's one thing you get out of this little chat, stack the wins.